Hey everyone, today I'm putting together a regulator for the air brake pneumatic inflator tool. So I got this regulator from Amazon. I had good reviews, some mixed reviews too, of course, but it came with some pieces that are too big for my system. I think these might be not half inch, definitely not quarter inch. So I had to go to Harbor Freight and pick up some additional pieces to fit in this. So the idea is that this will go into the receiver, and then here's the regulator, and then this guy will go out to the hose, which will then connect to either like the blower tool or the inflator, tire inflator, and you know, pretty much any other pneumatic tools we may want to carry. And that way, that's hopefully one less tool we have to carry with us, which is an air tank. Yeah, although they do sell this kind of thing at Harbor Freight too, so we'll see how this thing goes, and if it's leaky like some people report, then I will order or pick up some alternatives at Harbor Freight.
Sorry, and what does this do?
It's a regulator.
To regulate what?
Air pressure.
Between what?
Between what's coming out of the tank and what I'm going to be putting into stuff. So that way I can limit the pressure coming out, right, from say 0 to 150
The pressure
PSI.
of what? The pressure of what, though? The gas?
Air.
From the brakes?
Okay. We have air brakes in our truck.
Okay.
Okay. Those air brakes, we have 2 cylinders that fill up with air to move the brakes, right? And so the way it works with air brakes in trucks, to my understanding, is the air actually keeps the calipers separated, right? And so when you hit the brakes, it releases air, causing them to clamp down. And so the problem is with air brakes is you can, because you're carrying around so much weight, sometimes you can catch your brakes on fire from friction. That's why they recommend like stabbing the brakes to slow down rather than stopping the car, where you kind of keep your foot on the brakes, so you slow down slowly. And so anyway, that's kind of when you get those runaway truck ramps. Now the other thing is you use up all of your air pressure, what happens is the brakes clamp down and you're not going anywhere, right? Okay. So anyway, we're tapping into those tanks so that when we're not driving, we can maybe use it to inflate the tires, or you know, there's an air blower attachment.
Oh, okay.
Or you know, you could use pneumatic tools like that air jack thing or that air hammer that he left us for the lug nuts on the main tires, you know, where the axles are. That's a pneumatic tool.
Okay, thank you.
Cost the same to buy this assortment than it would have just to buy the 3 pieces I needed separately.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I picked up this hose, and this is the inflate. It's a digital inflator. It's got that cool locking thing on there, so you can just lock it onto your stem, and then this air gun. So you can blow things clean. So let's see how it works.
And then this is and I honestly don't know what any of this. Oh, these are just pieces.
This goes in here. Allegedly. Please, no.
Does it not fit?
This is the right size. This is the size they gave me for the chucks. They tell me it doesn't fit. God damn it. It's too big.
Mike, in a camper.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me. Why does that not work?
What are you putting on?
Teflon tape, which is kind of what you do with, plumbing to try and prevent leaking. This should go in here.
Ta-da! It worked.
Well, we're gonna test it out and see if it works in a second.
Very tough one on that one too.
Yeah, I mean it's plastic, but we'll do this one too.
And then what does the Teflon do? Just keep it in place?
No, it's supposed to keep the air from leaking. Just like we would do with, say, installing a shower head or something like that. People typically put some Teflon tape in the connections to prevent leaking. Except I have the world's clumsiest hands. This is what they also used to do to make waterproof jackets. Like old school Gore-Tex was basically Teflon. But because Teflon is considered toxic, because Teflon is considered toxic, people have gotten away from using it in certain products. So even Gore-Tex isn't Teflon anymore. Hopefully these are the right fittings, otherwise it's back to the drawing board. Alright babe, get in there and start her up. Alright, so right now I've got it set all the way out so the air pressure coming out is 0, right? So it's not getting any pressure. And I'm going to start pressurizing it. Okay. Let's start with the air gun. So I'm going to pressurize it. So you can set it to where you want. See, 30, 60. So that way we can set the air pressure. Like for instance, our air pressure for the tires is somewhere around 100, right? So somewhere in here probably, give or take. Feels like I got a small leak. Well, maybe it's just regulating itself. And anyway, so now you're at the car wash. Right, you can see the regulator kind of as we're using air, right? And then as the air tank fills back up, it'll depressurize like that.
Okay.
Huh?
And that, what are you
Just
going to
an
use
air
that
gun.
for? Jesus. For what?
you can dust stuff off. Whoops, there it goes. Blow stuff out. You know, it's just
yeah. I
just
get
a
it.
general purpose tool. And then this is the inflator.
Oh, so you attach that to inflate things. Okay. Got it. So she is cleaning off the truck. This is for 2000 PSI.
What piece of crap this is. I think I'm getting myself more wet than this truck.
Where did you get this?
Then grabbed it from work. It's not drawing any of the soap out as far as I can tell. Out of the reservoir. And it's leaking like crazy from here.
Oh yeah.
Especially when the motor's turned on. So I'm not really washing anything. I mean, I guess it's more like rinsing it off because I can't get any soap out of it.
So I guess the moral of the story is don't buy the
No, that's
power
not it.
stroke electric pressure wash.
That's not what I would
2000.
say, is just don't expect much from shit that you borrow from someone else that may or may not have been taken care of. Well, so
Yeah, but you'd think they'd use this thing.
apparently they don't.
Huh.
Ben says he uses it, but just with water. Never uses it with soap. I'm like, well, there was soap in it. Clearly, you didn't. You didn't think to use it with soap. I don't know. It might be the pump motor is gone bad or clogged or something.
So just don't use bleach.
You don't want that in the face. So yeah, that's disappointing. Well, at least I'm rinsing off the solar panels. I was just kind of hoping to get this mildew off. You know,
Yeah.
plastics. Probably just have to do it by hand. You know, kind of like a car wash. No pressure wash, just a hose and a bucket and some brushes. It's the only way I can see getting this done.
Keeping the price up.